In the mornings, I generally take time to just contemplate life and be grateful that even though my situation isn't as great as I'd like it to be, I'm not sitting out there in the rain somewhere. I had to do that in Portland. And that was, I don't know, it was not good. Not good at all. Can't imagine that anybody can let anybody sit in the rain. Today I want to go to church, or to, yeah, I guess we call it church. The Unitarian Universalist Church. Just so much easier when you take religious dogma out of the equation and just have people getting along together.
Thanks, Al.
I'm glad things are rolling good for you.
I love being a Sagittarian. We love it, right?
So this is land was donated to the public and to the Environmental Institute. The Palouse Clearwater Environmental Institute also initiates cleaning creek beds and renaturalizing areas that have been destroyed. So that's my bus. I was going to park it over at the shop, but the owner of the property said no way. I ended up pulling my bus across the road. It got impounded by the city, and I fought the city and just asked. Actually, I fought by asking nicely. I'm pretty much just parking it here to wait out the winter. Next summer, this will be like the project of getting this fixed up and getting it rolling because it needs a new transmission, rebuilding, remodeling the inside. If we can do it this year and get it to where it's a nice place for me to live in again, then that would be really cool. So my idea when they were gonna tow it, and I was prepared, I had a padlock in my pocket, and I was going to take this and like wrap myself up with it, you know, a couple times and padlock myself in protest of them towing it. But I didn't have to the first time they came to tow it, and then the second time they came to tow it, they pretty much had an armed guard standing right here, so I couldn't access this area. Here's the sign that won me my bus back with my staged protest at the City Hall. I only camped out for 8.5 hours, and this worked. Got the city attorney to drop the impound fees and got my bus back. Things that I can't do are think normally and rationally like some people that understand the way the world works as far as paying your bills on time, and you have to do this to get that. I don't understand that very well. I'm actually not technically supposed to live in here. So I'm like squatting, and if they find out, then I violate my lease, and then I'll be really out on the street. But it's either sleep here or sleep out on the streets. To have that lifestyle just shattered by my inability to succeed in life made my self-image a very low point, where a lot of times I just want to die because I can't keep up. I don't feel like I am equipped to compete in this world of capitalistic corporatism. I think I entered into a state of depression that I haven't really been able to get out of. I just kept thinking, I said, there's got to be more to life than just hanging around like leaves on a tree and being blown around from place to place. And I said, there's more that I want to do. I want to learn more. I want to go to school. I want to garden. I want to have keepsakes, because keeping things when you're on the road traveling, you tend to just kind of cast them off.
You know, kind of tries to salvage things and dumpster dives and stuff.
We are
you know?
such junk hounds.
It's a
We just love
movement.
junk.
Right.
Oh, totally a movement.
I took my 8-year-old and my 4-year-old dumpster diving to
we've
the
been-
university.
I have children, I just don't have them living with me. I let them go live with my dad when I knew that homelessness was going to be a chronic issue for me. It's actually better for them if I just stay away, because if I call or come by, they get really emotional and cry, and that makes things difficult for my dad. So he asked the courts if they could just make me stay away. And I just try not to talk about it or think about it too much. It's kind of like when you have something and you've lost it, it's harder to remember it than it is to forget. So I'm trying to forget. Because otherwise, I would just cry all day, every day.
There's music here, and music is something that's so integral to me. I have to have music, otherwise I don't have that place to go when everything is wrong. Music is what takes me into a Zen space. And art is the only thing that I know in expression. That's the only thing that I can offer right now.
I mean, these are just rocking. That is kind of a little fairy wand.
Drove she ducklings by the water every morning and night. Hit her foot against a splinter, fell into
The only difference between insanity and eccentricism is the amount of money in your wallet. Rich people can afford to be eccentric. Poor people are just crazy.
I'm in the minor